Back to the past on your mind, Jack. Watch out. What's up, guys? Shasha Crow here, and today's episode of reviews is about a new season from O series. That's right, guys. Samurai Jack is back.
Aku's grasp chokes the past, present, and future.
Now, if you guys don't know what Samurai Jack is, it's an old cartoon that came out in the 2000s. I guess not that old. About a samurai that was thrown into the future by the workings of the embodiment of evil, Aku. Once he arrives in the future, everything in society and culture is controlled by Aku. Once he arrives, he's given the name Jack by the locals, so now he's referred to as the Samurai Jack. The show then follows Jack in his adventures as he finds out many ways, any way, to get back to the past, to stop Aku from taking control ever in the history of timeline. On the way, Jack saves many people and tries to prevent the spread of Aku from ever happening as he's here in the present, which is the future, I guess. This show aired on Cartoon Network early on, and now it's getting a revival on Adult Swim in Toonami. Now that it's on a higher rated platform, this cartoon is now able to explore a lot more mature content than its previous seasons, which I am really excited for and I'm really hopeful to see in its coming episodes. Now, for those who are returning fans of the original Samurai Jack, you will be happy to know that the studio, the creators of the original Samurai Jack, are back in action. So the first episode came out last night, Saturday night, on Toonami, 10 o'clock Central. And like I said, all returning fans will be happy because the same animation, same art style, and same writing are all in use. Now, here's a little spoiler warning for those who haven't seen the episode. So if you haven't watched it, I would probably suggest to click away and come back after you watched it on whatever recording application or TV or media you have. So go watch it. I highly suggest watching it. It has a lot of action, the same writing style is used. So you're not going to be disappointed if you're a returning fan or you're a new fan. So go watch it. So the first episode of this new season takes 50 years after the last episode of the previous season. So you can imagine what Jack had to go through in those 50 years. He's actually grown a beard, he's actually got his hair grown out, but guess what? He still looks the same. According to the exposition of the first episode, we learned that time has lost its effect on Jack. So even though it's been 50 years, only pretty much his hair and maybe a little bit of his body figure, because, healthy, has affected him. But what's really great about this platform that the studio of Samurai Jack has with Adult Swim and Toonami is that they've actually added more character development to Samurai Jack. Throughout the 50 years time that Samurai Jack has been alive, we see that he's been haunted. We see that he's still facing stress. We see trauma start to affect him in this first episode. This could probably be the fact that in these 50 years, Jack has lost hope of finding his way back to the past to stop Aku. That he's finding that all his endeavors to stop him aren't going to do anything to stop Aku in general. So we now get to see more how he's been dealing with the pressure of being this protagonist, this hero against the evil that is Aku. So having this direction that the creators of the studio of Samurai Jack are allowed to get on this platform is really refreshing to see, because in the previous seasons of Samurai Jack on Cartoon Network, it was a kids show, so you couldn't explore these kinds of situations with Jack. But now we're actually able to explore trauma and death and him being haunted by his memories. And that's what I'm really happy to see, because now we actually get to see Jack as more human, that he's not this hero above heroes. Another aspect of this episode is that we get to see a little bit more of the cult that is Aku. Alongside Samurai Jack's story, we actually see the daughters of Aku, this cult that worships Aku. These daughters of Aku are trained and, I guess, brainwashed? I wouldn't say brainwashed. I think I would use the word taught to believe that Aku is the savior of the world. Now, in the previous seasons of this show, we've actually seen tiny bits of the influence of Aku, how he's being portrayed as the savior. After all, he wouldn't have this much control over society and culture if he didn't have this kind of occult thinking or this way of persuasion. So it's interesting to see it more so in this first episode, and how we're actually seeing Aku influencing society. So overall, I'm really liking this episode. I can't wait to see more from this new season. I can't wait to see it grow. I can't wait to see the Moo cow development. Like I said, I feel Jack didn't get as much development in his previous incarnations or his previous series. And I think with this new season of Samurai Jack, we're actually going to see a lot more. And I hope to see more about Aku and how his influence has been affecting society, as we've seen with the daughters of Aku. And I'm really excited to see more content. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below on whether or not you've seen the newest episode of Samurai Jack, and tell me what you're excited for this new season. And if you want to see more content, please click the subscribe button down below. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.